I never thought I would say this, but this is
First LaCroix ever. Molly loves this drink. Oh yeah, this is Kaiser, by the way.
Hi, I'm a young child who goes to their school.
Sophomore.
Yeah.
Him and Abby are the two youngest.
Yeah, I might even be the youngest.
Abby was born November 24th.
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
Today we are going to be
Yes.
reviewing Blade Runner 2049. First impressions? Anybody?
I liked it.
I loved it.
I thought it was a masterpiece.
Kaiser, have you seen the first one? Because Brett and I
I
have
have
not.
not. Taking that into account, the first one was a great film.
Yes.
Masterpiece.
And I totally understood everything that happened in the 2049 one.
When Harrison Ford did that thing,
Yeah.
with that thing that was not a human. I like that one part where the famous actor did that really cool thing. When he was
The thing with the other famous actor.
with the other famous actor.
So basically, the plot of this movie is
What is the... It's 2049.
And there's
Ro-
Blade Runners.
Yes, they're Blade Runners, but they're not humans.
That's it.
So-
That's the plot. The original Blade Runner was about the original models of the replicants gain a sentience and they fight back. The plot of
AI
this is a continuance in the sense that they've created better models
Right.
that they can use to go hunt down the models from
Which is
war.
Ryan Gosling's character.
Yes,
and
he is a
he
new
is
model.
a bad Sorry, that was disgusting. He is a badass. One of my favorite things about this movie is that the whole movie has like monotone acting, but it really works. I don't know why, but it just fit the tone of the movie.
Except for Harrison Ford's performance. It wasn't his best. He had more of an emotional range than the other characters, which I
Yeah.
think made him stand out far more.
Jared Leto's character is once again underused, just like Joker in Suicide Squad.
So apparently I heard somewhere that Jared Leto, his character is blind, so he wanted to be blind on set. And I listened to a
fucking
podcast
stupid.
where they said that, and they said, you know, Jared Leto, you could just act, be an actor.
do your job.
Maybe.
I don't
Jared Leto
know.
actually became a woman for Dallas Buyers Club.
I'm pretty sure he got literally the exact same amount of screen time he did as the Joker, like 10 minutes
It's
tops.
very possible. My main issue with Jared Leto as an actor is he overacts just about
Oh,
everything he
yeah.
does. But this character, it works. His character is very similar to his acting style, which was a
Right.
great casting choice.
I liked his assistant lady,
she was
Love.
cool. She was a
Yeah.
good, solid villain.
Did she have any personal motivation for going after Ryan Gosling's character, or was it just because...
I'm fairly certain she was
she
given
can feel it.
compassion. One of the things she can feel was compassion and love.
Plot aside, Academy Awards 2018 Best Cinematography.
Oh, hands
I-
down.
Denis Villeneuve. He
Yes.
directed Arrival and
Oh.
Prisoners, which are both
Oh,
amazing
Sicario.
movies.
Arrival was
What?
awesome.
He's part of Sicario as well, I believe.
I haven't seen Sicario.
Sicario is
Well,
great.
because it's
Yeah.
Sicario was written by Taylor Sheridan, and I don't like Taylor Sheridan that much.
The soundtrack was... That was Hans Zimmer, correct?
Really liked the
The
soundtrack.
soundtrack was great.
I'm fairly certain it's Hans Zimmer.
They're
I'll look it
just
up.
like there's this one scene where he's just flying in his car back to this city, and it's just showing different shots of like the different buildings and everything, and like the pedestrians and streets, and it just so cool. With the soundtrack blaring, oh, it's awesome.
Back to the visuals, I love the use of yellow.
They made it pop.
Somehow they took like the happiest color in the entire world. It's my favorite color because it's so happy, and they made it so menacing.
For every different scene change, they put a filter over the colors. For the city scenes, they made the blacks very black, and for the desert scene, they made
That
instead
was
of just
so
being like
cool.
a pale yellow, they made it orange.
Yeah, it was Hans Zimmer.
They took very normally pale colors and they kind of brightened them up, and it created contrast, made it feel like it was a huge journey between destinations.
Yeah, I really liked the mystery of like the horse figure or whatever it was when he found it. That was a cool like backstory thing.
I thought it was odd though, because that's kind of the main focus of the plot. That's what the story is about. Him wondering if he's actually human or not.
Yeah.
It's not really brought up until like halfway through the movie.
They don't fully explain why she gave this specific replicant her memories. They just kind of gloss over that.
Yeah.
You guys are okay about spoilers, right?
Spoilers.
Okay,
That
there we
was
go.
it.
I've only watched one of your videos.
That's okay.
So she's the actual child of Harrison Ford's character, but she decides to make this replicant think that he's the actual child. They're just like, oh, you're not, by the way,
Yeah.
and then they keep going.
I didn't like that.
Like, I like how
I wish
sudden
they
it
would have
was,
further
it worked,
explored it. you know?
but they could have gone back to it.
I kind of liked that because you've spent hours watching this story thinking that it's going to become all about him, and then all of a sudden at the end it's revealed the story actually isn't about him. It's about other people. He
I
just
just
had a
wish
small
it
role to
was
play
like
in it.
better executed because it wasn't really executed that well.
I love when things are executed.
This movie is too long.
It drags
And
so
I think
much.
that is almost directly from Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott has a bit of a fetish with making movies way too long. Don't get me wrong, he's my favorite director.
Really?
Like, actually, he is my favorite
Yeah.
director for, like, Alien. Prometheus, which is not
Alien-
a great film.
Alien Covenant.
It's still a
Alien.
good film, and I don't know why. I just like
He's a
everything
great
he's
director.
directed or produced. I have at least enjoyed.
Did you see Alien Covenant?
No, I don't.
Don't.
Even-
Oh, you
I know.
dodged a bullet.
Done.
Yeah.
When they said produced by Ridley Scott, I was like, it's gonna be like 2.5 hours to 3
Yeah,
hours.
if the movie would have
And-
been like 2 hours and 15 minutes long, I think it would have been better.
Because it didn't need to be long. And
Yeah.
movies like it need to be long because so much stuff happens in it.
Yeah,
But
it
Blade
just-
Runner, it could have been
it
2
felt
hours.
Blade
really
Runner
slow.
was a
Yeah,
hour and a
25
half
minutes.
plot with an hour and a half of establishing shots. That was
Right.
pretty much
Yeah.
what it is.
Like,
And it's gorgeous.
It is
when
gorgeous.
But
I
they
was
do it too
watching
much.
it, it felt longer than it actually was, and I really never want to feel that way when I'm watching a movie. I really like quick and like fast-paced movies because
Yeah.
if it's
Yeah.
slow, I'm gonna be
if
like,
I'm checking
"Man,"
my watch,
Exactly. There's a
Yeah,
problem.
there's something going
Because
on.
like pacing is important, and like if you have a fast-paced movie, you're gonna be like, "Wow, that was great," because you're gonna be immersed in it. Not gonna be worrying about how long it is.
On top of that, Hans Zimmer did a great job with on the boring parts of the film, which there were
It made
boring
it
parts.
Yes.
Interesting.
His soundtrack kind of swooped in and brought you into it.
That's-
made you feel a little bit of
That's
suspense.
what saved this.
Got the heart rate pumping, and then
That's what
left you alone.
saved
Yeah.
this movie for me.
And
when it
that's
was,
definitely
got a little boring.
I did just find myself kind of dozing off at moments in the movie that I didn't find to be as important, and I'd
Yeah.
have to ask people around me, "Wait, why is he in this place now? Why is he in Las Vegas
Yeah.
now?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, we don't know either." And I didn't ask that to random people. I saw the movie with other people.
Mister. Oh,
Sir, why
where the
is-
f- are we?
What's the plot of this movie?
Why the bees? On that topic, I really like what they did with the bees.
That was really cool. I caught
Um,
on to that, like why he did it.
So, all non-human life is pretty much dead. It's dystopian. They have a scene where they have a bee farm, and he walks in and he has no idea what's going on. It's just kind of him walking into this crowd of bees and sticking his hand into a beehive
Just pulls it out
to just
They're
investigate.
all over
and it-
his hand.
Wow, everything's really here, isn't it? Pretty much everything sucks. They don't even know what
Amazing.
bees are.
There are two scenes I want to talk about. The scene with the naked person that Jared Leto was just kind of...
Yes.
Why was that there?
Because up until then, they don't do anything to establish that he's the antagonist. But with this, it basically shows that he has a god complex. He literally thinks that he is God. And so he's like, I can create and then kill you. I thought it was
I never
a
thought
really
of it that way.
interesting way to create like a, oh, that guy.
Other moment, the prostitute and his hologram girlfriend.
Definitely my
That was-
favorite scene of the
that
year.
That
the
was
best
my
scene.
favorite scene.
Favorite
of the
scene.
movie.
One thing I noticed during it was during the more emotional connection parts between his actual like holographic girlfriend and himself, you could see more of her face, but during parts where like they're removing clothes and there's no emotional connection, you can only see the prostitute. It allows for you to kind of see like he does feel an emotional connection to this non-existent thing, but he also has a physical
very
connection
cool.
to this actual person. I thought that
Yeah,
was
I
really
just I thought
Yeah.
the hologram girl was probably one of my favorite parts about the movie throughout.
Even though it doesn't fully contribute to the plot.
I kind of saw her as an emotional crutch. Hey, here's this person with a name,
Yeah,
and
I-
now they're gone.
Yeah.
I just thought it added an emotional depth to a story that didn't necessarily like need it, but I thought it was better because of it.
I really liked the final battle, I guess, like the climax. And they're in the water or whatever, the
Yeah.
ocean. It was pretty intense. Like he literally choked her to death.
They don't really explain why he's like, I'm gonna save this guy anyways. Because he's supposed to kill him. He's
Yeah.
supposed to go and just like let him die. I guess it was so they could have the emotional ending. They should explain why he made that decision. He's an emotionless robot. He should have
I
just
really
done the
liked.
logical thing.
I really liked when he laid against the stairs at the end, and kind of like there's kind of like a smirk at the end.
There's like a
Attention to
intense
detail.
smile.
Should we go into final verdicts?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like this movie is better than I actually liked it. It was a very slow experience in the theater, but I was absolutely fascinated by everything that was happening. It's a very long movie. You kind of have to bear through the boring parts, but it's visually beautiful. The soundtrack is amazing. The acting is very unconventional, but it works. Overall, I think it's a good movie, so I'm going to give it a 7.
I agree with some of the things that Josh said. I didn't really know what to expect going into this movie because I never saw the first one, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go into this and see how I feel. And I was very impressed. Like when the movie hits, it hits really well. You will know when it drags, and yeah, I'm probably gonna give this movie an 8.5.
I'll definitely say this movie's gonna be critically acclaimed. Critics are going to give it the highest scores they can.
It has like 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
But it's not a movie for everybody. You're going to appreciate the movie, but you're only going to love it if like you're interested in stuff like that. It's very difficult to just go into this movie expecting to be seeing like a summer blockbuster. I think I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I personally loved it. There's better and worse, but this was a really solid film.
So our final verdict is a 7.7.
What did you think about Blade Runner 2049? Did you like it? Did you hate it? If you comment, I will put you underwater and choke you till you die.
You totally stole that from Cooper, though.
Oh, he's gone now. Somebody's got to take the mantle.
Well, he'll probably come back for
Yeah,
other reviews.
threaten the viewers.
Oh yeah, Cooper wants to do this thing for like Halloween where we review like classic Halloween
That'd be
movies.
so cool.
And then we're probably gonna see like Jigsaw when it comes out and
That'd
review
be
that.
so cool. Peace
No,
the
gore.
f***ing out.